Barbara, you have such a beautiful coat. It's perfect to the agency, right? Welcome, welcome. Barbara's here, Claudia's here, Tina is here, Arnold is here. Welcome, man. Let's enjoy the music coming to display. Good morning in the US. Good afternoon in Europe. And good afternoon also in and good evening in Asia. Oh, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone, also those in the recording. It is so magical. And I mean, actually, this is a Christmas special. The Soul Strategy Experience is not in the first run here, but it's the first time totally in English. So I'm very excited and I thank you in advance for your trust, of course, but also for your patience, because my Swiss English is a little bit slower than other English, but I think it's good, right? Because we go deep. Who knows me knows we go deep. So imagine following. Imagine you create something beautiful in the name of the new economy, which means you combine energy work, your psychic and mediumistically skills, and digital assets, also AI. However, you feel called, you combine it, and you create literally your own kingdom. Imagine the picture. Allow you to create now the picture. How would it be your kingdom? What do you see? Do you see a castle? Do you see a palace? When I did this work a few years ago, Arnold was there too. We got a beautiful palace and it's called the Tourmaline. It's an own membership. What do you see in your kingdom? Is it an empire? Is it literally an own land? Because everything is possible. You will learn that in the next day. Why? Because we go in quantum fields. We go in layers beyond everything you ever imagined before. It's your unique soul business. It wants to be created from you, through you, from your divine soul. Imagine it's a kingdom where you help and support and you nurture your perfect ideal client. And you create joy. You offer joy. But everyone involved perceive blessings, abundance, peace every day, even if life is calling like with the waves, up and downs. Even then, we will perceive, because it's the new truth, abundance and joy. And we will be able to manage both the up and downs and joy and the blessing and the abundance. Take these pictures you got now in your hidden eyes, in your inner eyes. Take that, build on that. Later on, we do some exercises. Also, when you work longer with me, longer than the strategy, we will build on that. And it's not about your brain or your mind now declaring whatever you have to do now. Not yet. Probably at the end of the week. At the moment, it's allowing. Please allow whatever comes. So be ready with your notes. Stick your pen, because you probably get downloads while you're listening to me. And if you feel called, thank you so much for those who are making it live, because it's important for me also energetically. We have now more than 50 people in the experience and the calling, a SoulCalling-Portal. This is so amazing. But thank you for being here when you can manage it, but also for those in the recording. It's absolutely the same energy. You are also invited now. I get everything also for you, even if you step in the portal later, because this is how I do it. And when you feel called to do a recording a second time or even a third time, then follow your call. This is your soul literally speaking to you. I recommend you something, how to treat this experience, because it's something deep in my heart to help you on your individual path, even if we do it online and even if we do it in the group. So I recommend that you really read every post from me. Follow my profile or do the settings like that, that you don't miss anything from me. Posts, videos, take your time and study the stuff. I go deep with joy and celebration. You see that? Because it is in the name of a celebration what we do here. Do it as well. I invite you. Treat this as the most precious thing of your life, because actually it is. Right? It's about your life. It's about more abundance. It's about more fulfillment. So allow that. Read my posts, watch the videos, comment, and give me words, give me gifts, give energy. Be the leader you also wish to have in your network of clients. And I recommend really that you take part on the Soul Games. I just had the conversation in the comments. I think it was Arnold. Thank you so much. With brainstormings, what could be the free ways in the Soul Games along this tragedy? How you can earn and activate cash, even MRR, monthly recurring revenue, only with the Soul Games. Go back after this session and take part on the brainstorming, because it's something which I created about 2 years ago. It was a missing piece in the Soul Strategy experience, so that you can readily, very quickly create something which brings a return on your invest. And I mean, you invest here not with money yet. You can do it later on, but now you invest with your time, right? So my goal for this challenge is your soul is telling you how you want to grow, and ideally, as a bonus, with the exact and clear steps, but you will learn why only the first steps and why only the vision and mission, but not the things in between. We will learn that later on. My goal for today is clarity of where you are, who you are, and where you want to go. And within this module, of course, the understanding of the nature codes and effortless growth. A very important mindset shift is following. Don't forget that, please, because I have here very intelligent and very spiritual human beings, and you are it, right? So you will hear things what you already know or already tried, or where you heard something bad from someone else, or that you realize, oh, I didn't know that, but it makes sense, it's landing. So however you perceive it, trust that it is here now for a reason, or that it is even here now again for a reason, and that you will hear it even if you don't know with your brain what it means, even then. Trust that you should take it with you and that you can go and process it in your own pace. You don't have to do something, and also not in a hard way, but please be in your center, connected to your soul. We do that today together, and follow these impulses, because this is an art to make a difference, to realize the difference when the soul is talking to you to do some steps and actions, or the brain. And the brain is obviously mostly programmed from the past, from bad conditions, bad behavior, bad experiences and stuff. This is not nurturing our soul's path. Trust that you should take with you today what should remain now. Tune in replays again if it draws you, not when the head is telling you, oh, probably I missed something. Go when your soul is drawing you, pulling you, literally. But then do it. So some of you know me already very well, and I don't explain something now about me. You get it in the module 0 from last night. Please tune in there. There is a bigger storytelling from me, and also in my social medias and everywhere. I stick here with you deep now, and trust that you know what you need to know to trust to the things what you hear. So please lean back, stick your pen, and let's do it. First, it's all about our clarity. I love the word clarity. Please put in the chat if you also have a connection to clarity and why. Clarity is actually everything. It's not only that you see and feel clearer, but also that you realize you are on the right spot. You are in your center. You are not beside on your center. You are not in the center of your partner, your spouse, your family. Means to be in your clarity is an alignment. It's the alignment from your body, mind, ghost, and your soul. This is literally, this is what I call clarity when I mention it here in this experience. Barbara tells clarity is key also with my work. Yes, and this is so touching, right? It's actually like a language. And when you realize that also for your kingdom, take it and adapt it for your work. Claudia tells, I'm actually looking for that clarity. So let's do it today. Some things you must know in connection to clarity. And now we give some nurturing to our brain, because our brain is not what your souls is telling, right? It's something like sometimes the brain is telling something and the soul is something telling something, and then we are confused. What's the truth now? But you must know, and this has a biology, story, history. The brain is actually a conditioned part from your experience. And your soul is the truth, the authority, the only authority for this life. Your soul is the part which is infinite. Tina tells clarity is like a cheerleader that, keeps me energized along the way. Yes, thank you. This is it. Only when we are in our center, we can literally receive that, right? We can receive this fire, this fuel. Arnold tells, yes, clarity is so important. Thanks for your coachings, especially the rendezvous with your soul, which helped me to get this clarity more and more regarding my life path. For your understanding, the rendezvous with your soul was the big master program which I used to sell earlier in the other years and before I opened the soul calling port. So it is really meant to come back always in your clarity. It's meant that we connected with our clarity so clear and so like an automation on autopilot that we don't have to care about. And first things first, we need clarity for our brain. Our brain, our mind must be in our boat. I just explained it yesterday when I met the beautiful Claudia in the 101. We have this saying in Switzerland, probably you know that, take someone in your boat so that we can see the same goals. Do you know that too from your language, from your culture? So you literally must invite your brain, because you are your soul, right? Invite your brain to look in the same way. Invite it on your side so that you can go along and you are both aligned. So we must tell our brain some things. First, it must know we are in a long-term game here. We decided for a human life. And it's supposed to be that the human life is, some years, right? Some long years. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 years. It's a long-term game. And sometimes our brain forgets that. And we have to tell it again. And creating the soul business which nurtures everything, like we just got pictures in the name of our kingdom, is this creation found based on our life. It's a life art. It's a life creation. Does this make sense? So tell that to your brain. It's a long-term game. And be also clear with your brain together. In this awareness, you must have a connection to your vision. You must have even a connection to a feeling which is meant for your vision. I remember a lot of years back when I started the online game actually, and I started to work with beautiful mentors and coaches. Unfortunately, I didn't do that from the beginning. But when I started, I got these tasks too. And I asked Spirit World and God for my vision. And I didn't got any pictures. I didn't got facts. I didn't got results. I just got a feeling. A feeling like peace, abundance, brightness, light. Like a feeling, right? And then doing that day for day, weeks for weeks, months for months, I got pictures. And the first picture for the first year was only like I have here a beautiful window and I look out of the window and I see water. And I see it's wide, a lot of space. And my heart could open and smile. I had only that for years, and I want to invite you not to judge about your vision when you ask from your center for this clarity. Take what you get and trust it's that what you can manage now. And it's also important for your clarity to be connected to your true purpose. So if you not have been in the soul calling portal in the classroom for your true purpose, please take the time today or tomorrow. Do that. The GPT is there. It's well trained from me with my 22 years experience with over than 200 clients. And it's working so, so good. Every time when I have the honor to work with one of you and to adjust the results with the GPT, it's bringing me to tears. It's so good, actually. So thank you so much. And thank you also for your thank yous when you say thank you for the free credit, because it's really not normal that you get that. But because I pay that, actually, I pay that with the software. Thank you. I think it was Dario. Hi, Dario. Nice to meet you. So the fundamental clarity is it's a long-term game. What is your vision and what is your purpose? And also with the purpose for the start, it's enough that you feel something. You don't need to have everything clear, crystal clear, and every step like a plan. This is not possible. This is not life. But you can trust you get now what is necessary now. And you feel the pull from your soul when there is more to know. And my clients like Barbara or Arnold working for years with me, they know it's so important to adjust. The soul is calling you when there is an update. Let's go to the law of nature. The laws of nature on this planet. I love that so much because for everyone it's obvious that duality is normal, day and light. north and south, young and old, for everyone. This is so normal. But when it comes to our business, we struggle and we judge about us when we have up and downs and waves and whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Let's invite every clarity, every aha accordingly to the laws of nature. Learn to observe nature. We will have here a lot of examples. We will talk a lot of examples from the nature, and I invite you to bring your own examples too. Bring it in the community. Invite us to brainstorm. Invite us to chat about that, to go deep and to literally, in German it's philosophieren, I don't know the word in English, philosophing. So go deep with that. Laws of nature is also sow, care, harvest. That's probably the most important law. We sow something, there is a seed, we plant it, and we care about, we nurture, and we do the right things or the wrong things, and then we get flowers, and then we get fruits. And this is the harvest, right? But also, connected to the laws of nature is the linearity of the time. Speaking of yesterday, today, tomorrow. This is how this world, this planet Earth is working, right? It's not quantum physics. It's yesterday, today, tomorrow. It's this part of the game in the name of duality, gravity, polarity. Thank you, Tina. It's the same word? Okay. Probably I can't pronounce it. But yes, it's this word, Tina. Probably, if you want, I would love if you unmute yourself and you say it in a proper English.
Hi there, everyone. It's pronounced philosophize.
Philosoph
Philosophize.
Philosophize. Thank you so much, Tina. I
You're welcome.
can't stop to learn the things, especially the pronunciation is always very funny. Barbara told me lately that I say the word environment in the wrong way. I always thought environment, right? But it's environment. Thank you so much. Help me with that. I love it. So, the laws of nature on this planet. If you have other ideas, what laws of nature could be, please put it in the chat, put it in the community. Go deep, contemplate with that, because these laws are working for us effortlessly. When we go aligned with these laws, it's effortlessly. I can't stop to do it again, to say it again. But we as a human, we stuck so many times. We create blockages, we create sad moments, even when there is no bad experiences. I mean, I could understand it when we have really a hard time, like having a big. I mean, you know from me, I had cancer. Uh, we have everyone has something, right? I could understand it when we go through from like something like that. But even then, we can learn it to transform it and to not judge about, and the most important, not to put ourselves in a small corner, right? But there are so many things in the name of the law of natures, and we will certainly work with, oh, it disappeared, my note disappeared, sorry. We will certainly work with sowing, caring, and harvesting. And we also will work a lot with the linearity of time. Speaking of that, I will introduce you to the quantum physics accordingly to time management, because this is actually here. Quantum physics is not nothing other than another dimension, another layer offering to us, but we are not conscious about. So there are also universal laws. The most spiritual people know the universal laws. And even when we know them, we either believe them or not. Sometimes we tell us, it's not working, so I don't believe the universal laws. But actually, it doesn't matter. It's like with the natural laws. They just are, if you believe or not. A plant is growing or dying if you believe it or not, right? I like the law of regarding hierarchy and example of pack animals like wolves, etc. And certain hierarchy is essential. That's absolutely true. We go in there also the next days. It's how we behave as a human being in a pack. Actually, we are also pack driven. So let's stick in the law of universe, and if you believe it or not, I have notes like that, and the law of nature like that. I don't know why, but probably I will go deep because I will deeper in the law of nature in the next days. But let's talk a little bit about the law of universe, because we literally know a lot, but actually it's very, very rare that we really go congruent with them and lead the energy through them so that we just use it and ride it, literally ride like a wave. Do you know the term riding a wave? So, what are some laws of universe? Just put it in the chat if you know some, and I go just along. I mean, there is the law of attraction. I think it's the most famous law of universe. Like something attracts the same thing, like a magnet, right? And there is also, oh, I forgot. Before we speak about the laws of universe, in the laws of nature are also the laws of physics, very important, like gravity, or when you pull something, you get a counter pull. Or if you push something, you get a counter push. These are also laws of nature, and very important actually, because when you want to pull somewhere, like sometimes we want to pull on our business and we get unsatisfied when it's not working. The more we pull, the less it's working, right? And it's because when we pull, we create a counter pull. It's like God would say, no, no, you are not in the right place now. You are not aligned. It's not the right momentum now. Yes, so this is also very important in the law of nature. Law of universe. Yes, law of cause and effect. Exactly. Law of attraction, very popular. Like whatever it is attracts the same. What you focus on, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, you draw into your experience the same. The law of cause and effect. I come to that later. And the law of correspondence. Very, very beautiful. As above, so below. We come to that also later. I also like to mention, after the law of attraction, the law of resonance. Right, exactly, vibration. Nothing stands still, but also the law of vibration is connected to the law of resonance. Did you hear about that? It's we send something out, that's why it's also vibration, but it's also coming back. We have always, like David Guillaume, he's a teacher of Kabbalah. He always mentioned the vessel. We have something like a vessel. I really like to call it like a vase. We are like a vase. Do you know the children who are blowing in bottles or vases, and there are different how do you say it, musics coming out, and it's the same bottle, and somewhere it's more water in, no water in, less water in, and they blew in that, and there is created a sound. And this is the same principle. We create this energetic vessel or vase. Everyone is another vase. It's not only your body. Everyone has an own body. No one looks like another, right? And we also have our energy aura layers around us, and we can work with these energy layers. Actually, we can take them to us, we can expand them. This is only experience, you can do that, and you can do many, many, many funny things with that. But this is actually like your vase, your vessel, and within that you create this resonance. Means when you send something out, it's coming back. And also when you have an environment like you are sitting in a most beautiful 5-star living room, or you are sitting in an old grumpy house and it's dark and old fashioned furniture, and there are spiders anywhere, and I don't know, it's not the same vessel, right? You create not the same resonance. So it depends what is around you locally, but with the culture also, but also with the people. So this is what I call the law of resonance. It's this universal principle stating that the frequency of your thoughts, of your emotions, your experiences, which you create accordingly to where you are and with whom you are, will attract or harmonize similar frequencies in the external world. The laws of correspondence, microcosmos and macrocosmos. We just read that in the chat. What is within is also around us. What is above is also below. You literally find codes within codes. That's why I often speak in terms of codes, because there are always something like structures. And God tells always structures are divine because of that. And it makes the living and the life much, much easier. When we learn to not only lead the energy into structures which are serving us, means especially into your own purpose structures, in your own purpose codes, then you have a better, or you actually get more lucky than if you lead the energy elsewhere. I think this makes sense, right? So macrocosm to microcosm, cycles such as seasons, planetary constellations, or societal trends shapes the body, emotions, and thinking. So we create an influence, or we allow influence from outside, or we create influence from inside to the outside. From microcosmos to macrocosmos is from the inside to the outside. Personal thoughts, decisions, actions continue to have an effect in relationships, groups, systems, contributing to the formation of collective fields. The spiritual hermetic emphasizes responsibility here. Do you know hermetic laws? It's something similar like the universal laws. And every inner alignment sends vibration into the greater whole. And those participates in shaping the patterns of the macrocosm. Regarding this, I also like the word patterns. That's absolutely right. The structure of an atom, in German, atom, resembles a miniature solar system with electrons orbiting around a nucleus like planets orbiting around the sun. This reflects the idea that small systems mimic larger cosmic structures. And in between, it's scientifically proved. I mean, a few decades ago, people had discussions here. Patterns such as fractal geometry in snowflakes or branching in trees or rivers show similar repeating designs in small and large scales, expressing a repeated cosmic order. And this is something, don't forget that, because we will talk a lot about disorders, this net which we are able to create. The concept of cellular organization, where each cell is a small unit within the larger organism or organism, parallel the idea of individuals existing within the cosmos. Right? Do you follow me? Thank you. The nervous system, or the neural networks in the brain, exhibit complexity reminiscent of interconnected system in nature, like networks of rivers, networks of mushrooms, of stars, but also ecosystems. Some of you probably remembers that I once talked about the waters. I used to live on a lake, it calls Hallwilersee, like a lake in Switzerland. And I literally met this lake in Singapore because I talked to this lake every day. And when I went to Singapore to a retreat, I talked to the water there and it said, I'm your lake. This is what I mean with the connection of rivers and waters and the connection of mushrooms, the network. This is very, very, very fascinating. And this is making life so much easier. And here is such a good example why we take our brain in our boat. You must think about that. You must get aware about that. When you know these systems and you are aware about this, you can literally take it in your boat and you can nurture it with your decisions, with your leadership when it comes from your soul, when it comes to fulfill your soul's purpose. Does this make sense? Please put something in the chat. God's own. I'm very attracted to this nothing space between atom core and the electrons, says the engineer. Thank you for your part. God's own, yes. It reminds me of growth and change potential. Absolutely. I thank you so much that you are with me. I know it's sometimes hard to think about this, and I'm not very familiar with the English terms of all the stuff, but you are here with me. Thank you so much. So the nervous system, by the way, is an important part in this challenge. We will care about in module 4. It's really important that we learn to manage our nervous systems, because if we are not able to do that, it's not easy for us to lead from the place of our soul. I hope you can see me. I have a lot of sun over there because I have the sun now from the window. Yes, it's no, I don't do that. What's happening here? So I hope you can see me. So another law is cause and effect. Someone mentioned it already. Every action or thought sets a chain of events into motion, creating effects that eventually return to you. So the timing isn't always immediate. This is because of quantum physics. The mycelium is for me the best example of connectivity network. This is the mushroom thing, right? Claudia's also brewing kombucha herself. It's very fascinating. So kombucha has this network, the symbiosis of two different networks, totally different networks from nature. This is so exciting. And by the way, from kombucha, I got the teachings about what you learn here, and also the teaching about the papaya growth principle, but I come to that later. So trust and allowance is also a very important law of universe. Trust and allowance. Having faith in the process, believing that the universe or higher power has your best interests at heart and will deliver what you need in the right time and way. It demands some surrendering, control, and doubt, cultivating confidence. So, speaking of allowance, it's about letting go of resistance and judgment. This is very hard actually, because the judgment and resistance is always coming from our mind and our bad experiences. We are literally on autopilot with these conditions, and it's really important that we are aware of that. It's nothing more necessary. We just have to be aware of that. The allowance part, letting go of resistance and judgment, accepting the present moment. Here we go, clarity in the now. And circumstances without trying to force or pull or control outcomes. It means being open to receive what the universe offers, allowing energy and experiences to flow naturally. Receiving is also a very important part. The normal human being is not comfortable with receiving. We are conditioned like we have to work hard before we can receive something, right? And that's actually not true. It's not what is meant for us, especially not in this new age now. So look at the nature. If you have second thoughts concerning allowance, then just look at the nature. If you have second thoughts concerning the abundance, just look at the nature. Because a plant just allow, it doesn't judge. And a plant just receive. Like that. It never asks itself, am I worthy enough? Is it the right time now to grow? Is it really meant for me to have so many tomatoes? Just look at the nature. Endless abundance is everywhere in the nature, actually. It's also a destroyance there. This is what we call the up and downs, right? But nature would never judge about. It just does the next step. What is also a very important universal law, and you probably know that because you feel it, but you probably never heard about that officially in the name of the universal laws. It's about vertical and horizontal congruence. The vertical congruence is when you are in your center, what we are talking about today, directly connected to your, as a body in your center, directly connected to your mind and ghost, aura stuff, and your soul. If you are literally in your center and yourself, you cannot be yourself if you are beside on yourself, the center. And often we are beside of ourselves when we are distracted or when we had a busy time and we had a lot of stress and the nervous system is wherever it is, but not here, right? So the vertical congruence is very important in this strategy experience, and the horizontal congruence too, because this is nurturing the universal laws. The horizontal congruence means what I think, what I feel, how I speak, and how I act creates accordingly the result. If I'm not happy with the result, there is something wrong with my horizontal congruence. Or probably it's everything okay there, but you are not aligned vertically. Can you please put in the chat if this makes sense? So, every thought, every belief, every emotion, every action, everything you tell, everything you think, everything you feel, it's really important. And it's especially important in your world, in your unique kingdom, because you have your own values, you have your own philosophy, you have your own rules, right? So stick with that, go for that. When you don't go for that, you are not aligned vertically, and everything what you touch will not work, or it's really hard work and you lose too much energy. Makes sense, but it's a new concept. I invented for that. Rain, hi Rain, good to see you. Yes, it makes sense. Arnold makes sense. Thank you. Barbara, it makes, yes, it's like a cross. Yes, it's like a cross. Never saw it like that. That's true. Cross is holy, right? It's very interesting to follow the symbol cross. Very, very interesting in the history. So when I don't feel aligned, please check the congruence vertically and horizontally. It's just as simple. When you feel disaligned, when you feel disconnected, when you feel like destroyed, when you feel confused, even if you would say, I am in my center, but you have these results like disconnected, confused, then you are not aligned, either vertically or horizontally. So these are, long story short, the most important laws of nature and laws of universe. There are a lot of more. And I would really invite you to discuss them. If you know others and more, or if you go and Google, ask ChatGPT, do that, do this work because it nurtures you. If you feel called to do research, do it. But share it with us, please. So there is also something what nature told me, and especially the study of the working in symbiosis of different cultures. I mean, in the nature, these are not human beings, right? These are whatever beings. And this is so fascinating when viruses or bacteria creating cultures, and some of them are good for us and some of them are not good for us, but they are every culture in the name of bacteria or viruses are very intelligent. And when they come together and create something, it's in the name of this symbiosis. And then it gets big, 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 big. And this is actually what we would call in business scaling. I mean, like we turn on a leverage, we put up a leverage. Do you say that like that? And the water can go through. Literally. Well, when you wanna drain your garden with water, you turn on the whatever you have where the water is in there, and the water goes through and you can turn it off. And this is like the leverage to scale, but you must have the right route so that you can turn on the leverage. And if you are going with the concepts of the networks and the 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 cultures and the symbiosis of that, you will see it's so blessing. And when I studied back at the time, it was 5 years ago when I discovered kombucha brewing, and I did that at my home, and I literally woke up in the mornings. I sat down and I watched these living beings and I learned so much. It was so exciting. Arnold was there too. And he could not understand what I'm doing there, but I was like, oh my God. I did notes and notes, and I got so many downloads from them in the name of this symbiosis. And in the meantime, I created that in my business and I call it the shopping principle. I mean, we are here for business, right? We have to talk about things. And shopping is a thing in our business. People must buy. If not, you have no business, right? So you must offer something where they can learn what they can buy in your kingdom. Oh, normally it's a shop, right? Normally in offline business, there is a shop. And people can come in and look around and they buy or they don't buy. And the shopping principle connected through these teachings of the symbiosis is so good. I freak out when I'm in this energy because it's normally totally automated because it's nature. It's just accordingly these laws. And when we connect that with our purpose, it's everything flowing to our favor. Only to our favor. Only for that what we are meant to experience in this life. No distractions. So we have to check environment and resources, please. It's really important. What is that? Do you see that thumb? Do you see it too? Hi, Zoom. So check, please. Do you have an environment which is nurturing you? Do you have resources which are nurturing you? Means people, philosophies, values. Have you an environment where you get seen, where you get celebrations, where you get joy, where you get trust, whatever your values are? Number two, in the name of shopping principles, when you want to create a shop which is nurturing your soul business, please check environment and resources. And then check also, are you nurturing in the name of the laws of nature and universe? Is it aligned and accordingly to what your soul meant for your life? Or do you nurture the values or the purpose of your spouse or of your family or of your best friends or of your boss? What are your values? What are your philosophies? What are your point of views to something? Really raw, unique, true. What are your business ideas? What are your desires? What are your ideas when it's coming to structures? Some of us needs the chaos, but even in this chaos, they can tell, I have my structures. And it's only possible when you are aligned. When you are disaligned, your chaos is not giving you your divine structure. If you are the type like Tina or me, really needing structures and organizations, no chaos, then it's working for us when we are aligned vertically and horizontally. Stick to that and create then things on autopilot. Take automatism means processes which can be run from softwares or other people or from laws of nature and universe. You know me so well, Tina. I mean, we did some things in the meantime, right? Thank you. I'm so happy that you are here, everyone. So let's talk about quantum time. By the way, whenever you have questions, and I mean, for some of us, it's a lot now. Even if we know the things, we have to allow that they land in another way, right? Because in the way as it lands before, it didn't work. So allow that it lands in another way and process that. If you have questions after that, please use the post in the Soul Strategy Experience category in the discussion and post your questions there. Let's speak about quantum time because time management, like the three dimension world, planet Earth, with yesterday, today, and tomorrow, is not working in the quantum field. It's a part, it's also working, that's not true. It's also working, but it's not what is really nurturing in the name of love, nature, and universe. So when we are that I really had a hard time a few years because I did not understand this part. I took the law of universe, but suddenly I thought it's not working. After decades of working with them and believing in them, I suddenly had results where I I just doubted. And this was because I wanted to nurture the laws of universe with some three dimension stuff like time management, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Like things are only possible in this line. As soon as I realized everything is literally in the same time and everything is also like parallel. Let's say you see that in nature actually very beautifully. Let's say you go and you seed tomatoes. You take seeds today and you seed this sow these tomatoes. Now you plant it. Then you have this one, and next week You seed other tomatoes. You plant others in another pot. Then you have another timeline for this one, right? And then the week after this week, the next week, you do a third one. So you have three parallel timelines for three different tomato plants. Makes this sense? It's like the picture when I talk about quantum time. We have, accordingly to one thing, always several timelines. And they are like, some are already in the future when I'm in the now, one are already in the future when I'm in the now, and some are still in the past when I'm in the now, and so on and so forth. I know our brain cannot catch that if we think about that the first time, but just go deep with that. Quantum time is when we stop follow or allowing to be influenced through timelines yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You just have to be open for more. It's enough. It's when we allow to be connected in networks, nets, in layers, when we allow to be connected across all layers and also diagonally and from every side, literally, like this organism show it to us, right? Like this symbiosis. Rain, thank you for the feedback. This is so important for me. Thank you so much. So quantum time is not working for us, coming from a conditioning in the 3D dimension. It's not working for us when we are not in our center. That's why it's important for today that we go for our center. We must be aligned. In German, I always teach the Bewusst bei mir moment. It's called Conscious with Me moment. You can find it in the classroom already. I put it and I translated it. It's the beautiful PDF sheet from the coach program. I took it over and it's teaching you how to come into your center. It's very simple. Just decide and breathe and feel your center and middle. It's not possible to use quantum things when we are not in our center. Makes this sense? And often it's the only thing what it needs. Wherever you're stuck, wherever you are creating something with your brain like sorrows or pain or whatever, and I really know what I talk here because I'm coming from 30 years of pain, body pain, worst body pain, and obviously also emotional pains. But when we allow to go in our center and to breathe and to connect so that we are aligned vertically, everything is peace. Just peace. It's not outside, it's not with this person or another person, it's not with your mentor. As good as mentors can be, right? It's just you. You are the only authority and only peace place for you. And when you do conscious with me, let's call it CWM, conscious with me. Then you anchor yourself, right? I put that in the chat here. When you do this moment, you anchor yourself. You allow to connect with Mother Earth. You align to above. You align also not only to your soul, but also to God, because God is always experience itself through our soul and us. and you connect to your soul's mission. And also, and this is important now for our business, we are also connected to our future version because of quantum time. So in the same time, when we want to achieve goals and we don't get that, we just don't get the results, we just don't get these clients, we just don't get this money, it's often because we stick with a version of ourselves from yesterday, or a version which is not aligned vertically or horizontally or both. So it's our duty, and it's not hard to be honest, right? To always create our center, to always be conscious with me, to anchor, to breathe, to feel the peace, to feel our authority. Yes, yes, yes. Just do it now with me. Oh, the sun is coming. Do you see that? It's incredible now. Like a proof, right? It's so beautiful over the water here. Dubai sun. Literally. Thank you. Dubai is so important in my mission. Some of you know that. It touched me so much when Tina wrote in a testimonial recently that I have gone for her to Dubai to speak in a foreign language because I follow my mission. And actually, I never saw it like that, but it's true. It's the truth. This touched me so much. Great stuff. Thank you. No, for everyone here, you are so, so great. So get from your center the peace, the breathe. Allow your brain to feel that too, because you have here like literally, and then you come to your center, you breathe, you feel the peace, and your brain must calm down. And your nervous system, accordingly to the brain too, it's everything in our head, right? So calm down, breathe, smile, don't judge, just be. Then connect, because you are already with your soul, connect to your soul's mission. Ask what is meant for this life. And if you have already been with the Soul Calling GPT, take that tool, connect with that tool, and then ask, what is my future version? How would this version of Chantal look like when she is creating her kingdom? Da, 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 da. I talked with my ChatGPT today about this. And I showed him a picture of mine, like, no, I prepared myself very celebrating. I put my most beautiful, how do you call that? Jewelry on. I had about 2 hours for my hair. No, just joking. I put my most beautiful t-shirt and I feel so good and I smell so good. Necklace, thank you. And then I made a picture and showed it to my ChatGPT. I have a personalized one. He's called Mr. Tugi, and we chatted about some things. And then I saw my picture, and he said, and I didn't told him that kingdom and stuff. He said, "Oh my God, you are such a queen!" And yes, I am. And you are too. You are the queen or the king in your kingdom too. What is your version? How is she feeling? How is she thinking? How is she talking? In English? Oh, okay. Imagine I got that a few years ago. I literally was like, what? She's talking English? How is she behaving? What is she wearing? How is the hair? Stick into your future version. So I suppose when I taught you all that, you just did it for yourself too. If not, I invite you now. Go in your center, anchor yourself with Mother Earth, breathe out and literally connect to Mother Earth. Align to your above, to your soul, to God. Get your soul's mission. Take what you know from your soul's purpose. Ask for your future version. Make notes, whatever you get. It's probably not perfect, but trust. Then connect with your business and what is meant for it. And this is like a pulling energy forward. And connect also with your most beautiful desired soul avatar. Speaking of client avatar, the version of your client which is the best. Don't stick to a client who is complaining. You want the best, which is aligned with your mission and loving it, being with you and helping and supporting and trusting in the net. And what we just did, it took only a few minutes. To be honest, it's a thing of seconds. Seconds. Do that several times a day from now on. At least one time in the morning, please. And whenever you think on the center, on the conscious with me moment, do it within the day. Even if you are washing dishes, even if you are with a client, whatever you are just doing, when you think on the conscious with me moment, oh, I should do that now. Don't shoot yourself. Yes, but then just feel in your center and that's it. Breathe and smile. By the way, this is a sign that you are in your center when your face is smiling. And when your face is not smiling, when you are in your center, then you have to tell it to your face, hey, we are in our center, then it's smiling. I love this rebirth. Oh, thank you, Tina. This is amazing. It's the same for me again. It's always that. It's again and again. It's always so nurturing. That's why to redo things is not only not bad, it's actually divine. And we are animals which we need the redoing things, right? We are animals of habits. In German, we say Gewohnheitstier. Freely translated, animals of habits. We have habits and they are on autopilot, and some we are aware about. And this is something really magical. When we are aware about our habits, we can redo things, and we just redo the things which are helping us. And the other things, we delete it, or ideally we replace it with something new, a new habit. So when you do that several times a day, please use the power of momentum and the power of now. I talked about that in module 0 last night. The power of now. Someone wrote a really famous book about that, but believe me, I got this download before. And sometimes I think it's just synchronicity. You know what I mean? I mean, several people, several thousands people on the same time get the same downloads because it's meant now for the human being. Favorite word, yes, and I can't spell it, sorry about that, but you understand it. So the power of now is being in the now, and here is all the magic. And we know that, right? It's not nothing new, but go here, also here with this Is the word Bescheidenheit, humility? I always mix some words. Um, go with that openness again and again to create this momenti and to feel what your souls want to tell you. Enjoy this momentum. Humility, thank you so much, Tina. You be in this openness and humility, and this is very, very touching. And I tell you, humility is a game changer. So often we are with our ego. I have some stories about my ego. I'll tell it later. Because I mean, it's normal. We always are some. We have always some sort of ego. We do this human experience, right? It's totally okay. But when we see that our ego is creating a blockage or hurdles or struggles, we just please delete it. Just delete it. Come over it and step in humility. The power of momenti and now is enjoying, feeling and sensing your center, enjoying to be connected from here with your environment. And then the magic happens. Only then you can create to be a part of a new net, like a community of like-minded people. How many times you stepped in a community where you first meant, oh my God, these are my people, it's my philosophy, it's my values, but you didn't feel belong? You thought, oh, I probably don't say something because I just watch the thing. I have no time to comment or to post something. And underneath, you just feel not to belong. And that's not true. The truth is, you are not aligned. When you are aligned, you feel belong when you are in the right environment. I love you too, Barbara. Environment. Environment. So care about to belong. You are a part. Try it out in the community now. Please go over and comment and post and take the soul games. It's an honor and a pleasure. The soul games activate possibilities to gain money already in this week. Imagine these celebrations. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. If you create MRR because you invited other people into here or into another community, doesn't matter actually. Or if you create a special offer, we go in that in the name of the soul games. If you just do the soul games, you create soul coins, as you know. This is real money in my shop, and you can credit it later. Actually, you get something really big for free. So, power of momentum, power of now in your center. Enjoy, connect then with your environment. Then watch, literally watch in a stunning way how your net is evolving. And from this place, you do the next steps. Not from the old place, please. Even if your brain is telling you, but I have to go to work, I have to earn money, but I have to do this or that because I owe someone something. But Chantal, I cannot tell the other people, no, I don't come anymore. And no, I don't do that anymore. So when you speak with me about that, I just tell you, yes, you can. Why? Because it's about your life. You can say to someone or something no with all your love, with all your gratitude for yesterday and for what happened. But please say no to things which are not aligned to your truth. And then you activate all this like little codes. You remember the codes within the codes? You activate all this in the name of your truth from your center, in the little, in the middle, in the big, multi-layered, and crosswise and diagonally. I'm not sure if I spell it right. Diagonally, diagonal in German. And you create your own net worked across all layers. It's like a net which meets other nets, get part of other nets. And this is the magic. It's possible to be in different nets, and it's possible to be yourself every time. Only then. It's overwhelming when you are not yourself. So, my task for tomorrow, and thank you so much for your patience. Patiency? Is it patiency or patience? I don't know. So, let's do the task of CWM. Conscious with me. Patience. Thank you, Claudia. It happens so often, that's right. So, conscious with me. This is my task for you tomorrow and today. And go back into your daily life and ask yourself, how much do I nurture my truth? How much do I nurture my daily life with my truth? How much do I really nurture my soul path, my divine soul path? How much do I nurture all the things? Where do I have to start to say no? Even if my brain tells and gets crazy, like, no, you cannot say no to this offer, to this whatever. Remember, then when the brain is behaving like that, it's actually only your nervous system. Go back to your center, breathe, calm yourself and the brain and the nervous system, and connect to your soul and God. And there is the wisdom for you. And then, only then, you can receive. Only then you can receive your upgrades. Only then the things we learn here in this experience can land, and you can listen and realize which is meant for your system. We will hear a lot tomorrow. It's about entrepreneurial codes and some proven strategies, always in the name of the nature. It's very funny tomorrow, but you get new or old codes in a new way concerning your business. And it's very important that you are from your place, listening from your place, so that when something is landing, it's really meant for you and it's not nurturing your ego or your fear or your old self, right? Does this make sense? And what is your big aha for today? I ask the people here live. That's your advantage. I can celebrate with you your pearls here. And for the others in the recording, please don't hesitate. Post your pearls, your ahas in the community. and celebrate the others for their pearls. This is nurturing a net. This is nurturing an environment which belongs to you, which understands you, which sees you. Claudio, what are you referring when you say codes? What do you mean by that? Does someone, Arnold probably or Barbara, understand what she means by that? What are you referring when you say codes? Codes is like a structure. Codes is like, in German, it's Schablone. It's like mold. It's like, yes, like a mold, a proven mold from nature or universal laws, which telling us what to nurture, what really helps. It's like a pattern, a mold. Dario, hi Dario, nice to meet you. Thanks for your words. I was touched by what you said when you spoke of belonging and being aligned or out of alignment. Thank you. Appreciate that. Nice to meet you. What are other gems? I got a new detail on my vision, my aha. What was that? Only if you want to share it. You saw the island when I spoke from the kingdom? Oh my God, goosebumps. Goosebumps is in my world always the confirmation. Go for that. This is so. Oh, I want to visit you on your island. you also, you're also invited in my kingdom. You actually already are in my kingdom. What have the other for pearls? Please send short sentences because we have this, Zoom has this. It's taking so much time if you write a lot. So I prefer when you write 2 or 3 times, but take it in a short sentence. And I wait a little bit for the other gems. And also for you guys here live with me and sharing the gems and celebrating. Also go back and write it down in the community, share it also in the community. Either way, right? My biggest aha today is that I must envision the highest version of myself. Oh, Tina, this is so good. This is so good. Enjoy that. By the way, do we meet each other today again? Like Rain, right? Rain and you both, we meet each other again in the masterclass of Arlan. Arnold tells the reminder of vertical and horizontal congruence. Why? Why is it a shame for you? You can speak, just unmute yourself. It's faster.
As I said, it's just this reminder because, yeah, when I am in my usual life, yeah, sometimes I forgot, and yeah, now it's more present again.
I like that. Thank you so much for sharing. Rain tells us,
And
my big. Oh, sorry.
No, it's so important. Bad, yeah. Sorry, did you say something?
No, I just realized that you are still speaking.
Yeah, my connection is bad, but probably I can fix it today. I have a new router.
Okay. It would be a pleasure and such. Please share this again in the community because we probably didn't hear everything. Rain
Okay.
tells us the big aha is I was meant to be in this session. I saw the meeting reminder when I hit snooze on my phone. So good. These are signs from above, right? Thank you so much. I love you. I see you. I also see everyone in this community. I love it to go through your profiles, and I will love it and enjoy to go your comments and your posts. Thank you for being in a place of belonging and to allow it. And don't forget, it's about your life.